Ayun na, meron na siya. Hi, Faith. It's Riza Diaz. Can you hear me?
Check, check, check.
Hi, Faith. Faith, can you hear me? Okay. Baka inaayos niya. Hi, Faith. It's Riza Diaz. Good afternoon. Can you hear me now? Oh? Hi, Faith. It's Riza. Faith? Faith, it's Riza. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Sayang naman. Oh, could be. Hi, Faith. It's
Hello?
Riza. Hi, Faith. It's Riza. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I think
good.
I'll just use earphones.
Okay, perfect. We can hear you also.
Is my audio clear po?
Yes, it's clear.
Check, check.
It's clear. Don't worry.
Okay.
The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. As Valentine's Day approaches, the Health Department is urging the public to remain cautious over the threat of COVID-19. To give us more details, Faith Del Mundo is joining us live from Quezon City. Faith, what do you have for us?
Yes, Risa, the DOH reminds the public to avoid crowded places and stay home as much as possible on Valentine's Day. In today's Laging Handa briefing, Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Berhere advised those planning to go out to maintain their household bubble and observe minimum health protocols. The Philippines has so far recorded over 545,000 COVID-19 infections with nearly 11,500 deaths and over 500,000 recoveries. Berhere added that strict observance to protocols is crucial, especially now that the IATF has allowed the reopening of cinemas, game arcades, and other leisure sites. This echoed the statement of the UP Octo Research, who said more establishments may open as long as health precautions are enforced. However, Dr. Butch Ong of the research group warned about the threat of the South African and Brazil variants of COVID-19. Ong explained that there are no studies yet if the vaccines available for emergency use across the globe are effective against the variant. But he commended the government for continuously improving the country's healthcare and testing capabilities. Riza, the DOH also confirms that the delivery of Pfizer vaccines in the country will be delayed for a week. The agency assures, however, that this will not affect the government's vaccination plan. Riza?
Thank you, Faith. That was Faith Del Mundo reporting live from Quezon City. Metro Manila mayors are not too keen on the new IATF resolution allowing for more business establishments such as cinemas, theme parks to open. Marikina City Mayor Marcy Chidoro, for one, says a vaccination program should come first. Speaking to us this morning, Chidoro said they have reservations on the move because the city continues to record an increase in the number of new COVID-19 cases. Chidoro added that while the overall trend in new infections in Manila has improved, which drove the decision, the number remains unstable.
Seemingly, some cities were able to lower their cases, number of cases, but it is not stable yet. It's highly volatile. That on one day it will be there will be fewer cases, but on the next day it will surge.
Instead of easing restrictions, Chudoro called on the IATF to prioritize the vaccination program so the country can achieve herd immunity.
The IATF should focus more on the efforts in implementing the soonest time possible our vaccination program before easing restrictions that might cause a surge in the number of COVID cases.
The Comelec has announced new voter registration hours for overseas registrants. The Comelec's Office for Overseas Voting says applications may be submitted from Mondays to Fridays at 8 in the morning till 5 p.m. Overseas voters may register at the Comelec office in Intramuros, Manila, DFA Asiana office in Parañaque, POEA building in Mandaluyong, and a Maritime Industry Authority satellite office at SM Manila. Those eligible for overseas voting are OFWs or other Filipinos who will not be in the Philippines at least a month before the elections, which is set on May 9, 2022. The Commission said those who will register at their overseas voting office need to set an appointment via email, Facebook message, or by calling the numbers flashed on your screens. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Health Department starts case investigations and contact tracing of the 19 new UK variant cases in the country. The DOH disclosed the new B117 cases have addresses in the Davao region. All UK variant patients in Davao, which include a 10-year-old boy, have mild symptoms and are currently active cases. 2 other patients who tested positive for the more infectious COVID-19 strain live in Calabarzon region. One is a 20-year-old female who has already recovered, while the other is a 76-year-old female who's still experiencing mild symptoms. The DOH also reported that 8 of the new UK variant patients are returning overseas Filipinos, all aged between 28 and 53 years old. 6 of the new ROF cases are currently being managed in isolation facilities, while 2 have reportedly recovered. Meanwhile, the agency is still verifying whether the 6 other UK variant patients are local cases or returning Filipinos overseas. Now, the DOH will release more information on these patients after case investigation. The Health Department says there is no sufficient proof yet of community transmission of the B117 coronavirus variant. This is despite 19 COVID-19 cases have been detected with more transmissible variant. In the Laging Handa briefing today, Health Undersecretary Rosario Vergeres says they are closely monitoring the situation.
There is still no sufficient evidence to say na kumakalat na ba yan o yung transmission na ay ganito na. Kaya nga po patuloy natin pinag-aaralan and we are continuously monitoring.
And in sports, the Philippines will once again host the 3rd and final window of the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup Qualifiers. This comes after the government eased travel restrictions. FIBA announced late Friday night that the Philippines will play host to 2 groups barely a day after Qatar pulled out of the hosting due to its rising COVID-19 cases. The games will be hosted in Clark, Pampanga once again, but FIBA has yet to indicate the final dates of the window to be created in at least 10 days. Clark was originally the host for Group A as well as Group C, but had to pull out due to the previous travel restrictions over the new COVID-19 variants. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.